Hey folks, John Hecker here again. Today's lesson is a follow-up to the last lesson we went over. People ask me, hey, can you give me a little shorter swing or something simpler to do the motions that you're asking? Okay, remember we're trying to make solid contact here, so there's two things that we talked about. One of them was the catch, and the catch is when your arms continue the backswing as your lower body starts the downswing. And the second one is to get yourself on your left side, on your left hip, and then turn out of the way. So you establish your weight shift forward and then rotate. So it's not a spin out, it's the opposite of that. Okay, so how do you do that? Well, this is the drill I'm going to use. I have you start with the club behind the ball and then just move it up to this position. So your hands are over your right hip and you haven't hinged your wrist at all. Okay, from this point, I'm just going to mark my left hip there. You just start to hinge your wrist. It's just a mini swing. And as you're hinging your wrist, you'll see that my left hip is starting to move forward before the hinging of my wrist is complete. So I am starting the downswing with my hips versus my wrist. My wrists are completing the backswing. Okay, now I firmly establish weight on my front foot as we talked before. As you can see, the forward push of my hips gets the bottom of the arc under the ball and in front of the ball. You can see I've moved forward a couple inches by the time the club reaches hip height on the way down. At this point, all you're going to do is turn your left hip out of the way and straighten your left leg, and that puts the nice pinching on the ball. So you'll be able to kind of hit the nice ball in the ground. You can see the contact I'm making there. So a shorter version of what we talked about the other day. This one is a little simpler, and you can see the finish I have. You'll often see tour players finish with their hands on their left hip. So if you can mimic this drill and get your hands on your left hip, I'm sure you'll hit the ball better right away and will be easier to incorporate this into your full swing. Hope to see you out in the course soon.